I just love Black Jesus.
Oh, God.
Because I am sure that he was black.
I mean, the descriptions, even though my motivation for the book of Clarence wasn't to depict.
Stop. He's just using wisdom. I'm going to let y'all know. Right. There ain't no way you make a movie like that.
Right.
And you don't know that Christ is black.
That's right.
So he's speaking in code right now. He's using wisdom. Like we encourage a lot of y'all out there, support us from the background.
That's right.
All right? Read on. I'm sorry, play on.
Jesus is any particular color. I do believe that whatever your race, whatever your hue, you should be able to see Jesus at least once in your own reflection, right? Because really, what color was Jesus? Well, Jesus was the color of Jesus. Because
that don't make no damn sense. But hey, we know what he's doing.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Here in Blue Dot.
But it wasn't.
That's what we know. He was not from Sweden.
Like, what color was Jesus? Jesus was the color of Jesus. But he was not from Sweden. He did not look like Max von Sydow. He did not look like
Bjorn Borg,
right? That was not I mean, skin the color of burnt brass and
You see?
Right.
So there you go. He's saying it without saying it. Because that's what, give me that in Ezekiel 2:8.
Bring it up.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 8. Hey, stop getting so mad and speak in your mind. Speak the Bible.
That's right.
Because there's safety in that. What are they going to say? That's what the Bible say.
That's right.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Come on.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
Come on.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
There it is. So, yeah, he can say all of that, but then, obviously, he know.
Right.
He know. Let's keep it rolling, y'all. What else we got? All right, so y'all got the timestamps on this, right? All right, cool.
Lakeith Stanfield and Jeymes Samuel talk, the book of Clarence, addressing the controversy and more.
I understand a lot of religious people are not happy with this situation.
No, I don't think religious people aren't happy. I think when the teaser dropped, and it's an amazing teaser.
Absolutely.
It's just that. It's a teaser, so it just shows the story of a sinner. So people would just be up in arms at the visuals they're seeing. When you look at the movie, it's not blasphemous at all. And, the conversation is good. We need that conversation.
No,
So is this movie?
I agree. It's not.
Right.
It's a different perspective, and they're not used to that.
Right.
They're just used to seeing a bunch of white people.
That's right.
It's not a different perspective. It's a true perspective.
That's right.
All right, there's some more on that? All right, go ahead.
Saw a clip of you where you explained how you were a fan of the old big movies, like Ben-Hur and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And when I didn't quite connect the dots until I found out you did Harder They Fall.
Yeah.
Also very big.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that your thing now?
You know what it is like? One, I was born big. You know what I mean? I always say, close your eyes and dream big, like Faith Evans.
All right.
But here's the thing, like, just growing up, all of us were watching Ben-Hur, the 10 Commandments. Our parents would just have those joints on, and I love those movies. But while the stories are familiar, and we all know the stories that we grew up with, the imagery that they'll portray, the visuals aren't really familiar, like the people in those movies.
He wanted to say not really accurate.
Bring it out.
All right, I hope y'all read it between the lines, man. Message. Obviously, like for example, give me that one in 1 Corinthians 1 and what is it, 24? Not many mighty? Give me that one real quick. 1 Corinthians 1 and 24. Let me hear that.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 24. But unto them which are called, both Jew and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God.
It's around there. Y'all looking at it? 26, thank you.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh,
Come on.
not many mighty, not many noble are called.
Right, it says not many mighty, not many noble. I like to say is obviously I do know Spirit is on him to do that.
Right.
Is he going to repent? I ain't going to put my stock in it. I ain't going to do that. But obviously, Spirit on him to make such a film.
That's right.
Yeah, and I know where his inspiration came from. It came from the work that you brothers is out there doing.
That's right. Crazy.
The brothers in the purple.
That's right.
All right, purple and gold. All right, go back. Go ahead.
They didn't look like us. Furthermore, I don't know any white person that looks like Charlton Heston. You can't relate to, you know, Kirk Douglas, Charlton Heston, Victor Mature, and all of those people in those movies. But I can relate to Lakeith Stanfield. You see his eyes from the opening frame, and he just brings you with him. You're just there on the journey. So I just think that we deserve to have a movie that depicts an environment that we're all familiar with. White people and black people, you'll be familiar with this environment.
Hey, he telling the truth.
Right.
Because he know the white people know the truth of the history.
Right.
He said both white people and black people. You're familiar with this. He's saying that Ben-Hur stuff, nobody's familiar with it. That's a lie.
Right.
Give me that in Psalm 74 real quick. Psalm 74. Hey, I like this brother. He's very smart, eloquent in his speech. Psalms chapter 74. Give me verse 2. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 74 and verse 2.
Come on.
Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old.
Right, we are the congregation of the Lord. Israel, come on.
The rod of thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed.
Come on.
This Mount Zion, wherein thou hast dwelt.
Read.
Lift up thy feet unto the perpetual desolation. Even all that the enemy hath done wickedly in the sanctuary.
Right, the enemy has done much wickedness in our sanctuary. All right, by what? Like Samson brought out earlier, they changed the images from black Israelites to white people and defiled our sanctuary and our temple. Come on.
Thine enemies roar in the midst of thy congregation. They set up their ensigns.
They set up what?
Theirs.
Spell it.
T-H-E-I-R.
That's possessive, meaning it belongs to them. So an ensign, pull that up. Give me a definition on ensign, please. All right, so the people can see. It say they came into our sanctuary, our congregation, you understand, and defiled it, and they put up their ensigns and replace us. Read that verse. I mean, you know what I meant. What's that? Ensign.
Ensign. A flag that is flown as by a ship.
So y'all know in all of our sanctuaries, we got what? The 12 tribes. Those are all of our ensigns.
Right.
You understand? So we stand by our tribes. What did they do? They put up their own ensigns. You understand? And that's why they got those curly sideburns. That ain't in the Bible.
Right.
That's why they got them damn top hats. That ain't in the Bible either.
That's right.
They put up their own customs. They have something called Hanukkah brisket. Where the hell do you read about Hanukkah brisket in the Bible?
Bring it up.
It's not in there.
Right.
Read the Bible again.
Right.
Verse 4. Thine enemies roar.
And I don't want your brisket. I want mine.
That's right.
Mine tastes better anyway.
That's right.
Damn it. Flavor. All right. Read it again.
Verse 4. Thine enemies roar in the midst of thy congregation.
Come on.
They set up their ensigns for signs.
Right, for signs as if they are the actual people.
That's right.
I hope y'all see that thing, bro. And that's what the brother's saying. He's like, nobody's familiar with that. But blacks and whites are both familiar with what history actually recorded.
Right.
That's what he's saying. There's some more on that? Come on,
sir,
go back.
It, sir.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
All right, there's another timestamp, right? All right, let's go to it.
One is familiar with Yul Brynner playing an Egyptian pharaoh, saying, so it was written, so let it be done. No one is familiar with that dish. Yul Brynner looks like a G, but really, brothers and sisters, like, come on, man.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it.
Nation is men leading by example.